back, folks. Oh boy, we've got a fun one for you guys today. Thank you for hanging out, of course, with us. I got to get to Matty Potts from the Santa Monica newsroom, who now has his own camera. Look at that. Potts, what's up, dude?
Greetings and salutations. I have my own camera.
Yeah, it's just you on the screen right now, so we're very happy to be looking over your shoulder at that wonderful sonogram. Congratulations. Belly Matt LaBelle across the way. What's up, dude?
Good to be here as always.
He's mad at me. It's okay. You can do it on air if you want.
He just told me to do things that I don't have.
Yeah, I'm like, play this intro. And he's like, I don't have that. I'm like, okay, I got it. Well, then, what? Ah! So we got a little bit of a late start today.
Don't want to do Blue. You're my boy.
Yeah, sorry. Braxton Blue, welcome to the show.
Hello, hello. How are we?
We're ready to go. And here is the truth. Did you guys notice, Potts, have you ever noticed that our intro situation is completely a mess?
I sure have.
Now, I don't mean the way that we do our intros, because if you guys go back to the best show we've ever told, which was last show, best story we've ever told, I want you guys to take notes on how an intro should run, because that was our best intro. It was perfect. What I mean is, have you guys noticed, however, that we just do like 4 different versions of this?
Hey, this is Mark Schenker from Kicks. Hey, what's up?
It's like this, and then it's do yours. This
and now.
It's just a whole lot of people saying this is Lucdogg.
Never did
This
that
is
one
Lucdogg.
until last show.
I know. And so Belly's mad at me because I'm starting to put this one back in.
TTR Studios.
Why?
Because
You feel nostalgic?
I feel nostalgic. It's a long time ago. And so this is fun for us, but not for the listeners. So we'll just go ahead and move on. However, Potts, have you seen the video of the pollen tree?
The pollen tree?
Yes.
No.
Have you seen the movie The Happening?
No.
So we're going to show you guys a video here, if we can. Brax is going to do a little
Potts
work
gonna
behind
have to
the
look
scene.
it up on his own.
Potts,
phone.
you can look it up on your own, but what is going to happen, we will describe it to you as it happens. This video is pretty much viral at this point. I mean, my dad's even seen it, so I'm guessing that everybody at least has got a chance to see this. We're going to play it right now for you. As he presses play, what we're going to see in New Jersey, if you can take the cursor off, beautiful. That's perfect right there. A truck is about to bump into this tree.
Boom.
And then bam, it is just a ton of pollen. All he does is tap the tree with his truck, and this amount of pollen is not normal.
And all you got to do to find something like this is just Google pollen, New Jersey.
Just pollen, New Jersey. Okay? And so Belly is freaking out because I guess is anybody's allergy? Just start there. Are your allergies killing you right now? Like, Potts, how are you doing right now in this allergy season?
I mean, I'm fine. I don't know if we have it nearly as bad here as you guys do in Virginia.
Yeah.
But in Virginia, I mean, I was severely affected. You know, itchy eyes, runny nose for sure. And I was just watching this pollen video. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, can you give us just a quick 10 seconds on what it looks like when the truck hits the tree?
So, I mean, it's like you're staring at a forest and a truck, like, a big construction truck, goes and just hits this group of trees, and it almost looks like, I mean, it's like a green cloud.
That's
so I mean, it looks like
tree.
a cloud of like anthrax or something is just billowing out of the tree branches. I mean, it's pretty crazy, and it's all just pollen. I guess I would be a hot mess.
People are highly affected by pollen, and it's gotten worse over like the last 3-4 years. Pollen's been worse and worse.
Let me just interject and say we're not going to do a show about pollen today. However, have you seen the movie The Happening? I just wanted to make the quick parallel because that was the worst movie of all time. Brax, have you seen that movie? You can keep it in front of you.
I have not, honestly.
Stars Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, Marky Mark.
It's
fighting
an M. Night
Mother
Shyamalan movie.
M. Night Shyamalan, and he's fighting Mother Nature. And you find out it's like this horror movie where everybody's dying in this plague, and then all of a sudden it's just the trees. Spoiler alert, it's the trees and the plants fighting back against Earth.
For killing all the trees.
For being terrible to the ozone.
Yeah.
Like, dumbest fucking movie I've ever seen, other than maybe Downsizing. Have we seen that one?
Which is like the same kind of concept.
Same idea, where we're just hoarding the earth with all this trash, and then so everybody downsizes, and then it turned into this very political rant with Matt Damon. I thought it was going to be this amazing. I mean, it's got Matt Damon, it's got Jason Sudeikis, it's got big name stars. I thought it was going to be great. I mean, we were asleep halfway through it, dude. It turned into this political rant about how the
movie.
Huh?
Stars don't make the movie.
Typically, you'll see a movie if it's got. All right, let's just do that. If it's good cast, will you go to the movie regardless of the story?
I still haven't seen the Avengers, so obviously not.
Potts?
I haven't seen the Avengers either.
But do you care about cast, or
there's certain actors that interest me, like Will Ferrell or somebody. If he's in a movie, I'll watch it. Like Adam Sandler. I've been watching the last few Adam Sandler movies on Netflix, and they all suck, which is a big disappointment because I love him. But that's a good example because, in my opinion, he has these bang up all-star casts, but I feel like the scripts have been kind of weak.
Really weak. They're depressing as hell. It's all about him getting old. And I mean, if you watch Adam Sandler, go back and watch,
Billy Madison,
Happy Gilmore.
like the good old,
But Potts, look how different his movies are now, where they're all about getting old and dying.
No, you're right. I mean, I think he's trying to evolve.
Grown-Ups was the worst. That should have stopped 2 hours in.
I like that brawl at the end of 2, though, when they fight those college kids.
Grown-Ups 2 was good. Grown-Ups 1 sucked.
I'm not thinking about that. What's the one where he gets cancer? Or there's like cancer involved in it?
Click.
No,
Click.
That one is phenomenal. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Click's a different one. That's just the one where he fast forwards.
Do you guys remember it was very, very recent? It was like within the last 5 years. It was an Adam Sandler movie where it was like super fucking depressing.
I'm not sure.
Either way,
is way older than 5 years.
And that's super fucking depressing.
Seeing Adam Sandler being all like that is like, that's not. I want to see Adam Sandler in like, Daddy, Big Daddy.
I mean, one movie he was in that got panned was Jack and Jill. I thought it was freaking hilarious. I bought it on DVD and used to watch it all the time. Where he plays 2 roles. He plays himself and then his twin sister. It's hilarious.
So do you guys have you seen the one where he and he's I'm blanking on the comedian. Who's the comedian that he's with?
In what movie?
You should know. It's on Netflix. I'm off
movies.
today. I'm going to go ahead and just say I'm off today. It's one of the most famous comedians of all time.
Chris Rock.
Thank you, Chris Rock. That's his new one.
The week of. I've tried to watch it 3 times.
The Longest Yard. No, I know. I turned it off after maybe 10 minutes. It's depressing, dude. I don't want to see Adam Sandler like as an old dude.
Funny People is the one movie.
Funny People is what I was thinking of. Thank you very much. All right, so let's get back on track here, if you will. Big fun day today. I was yelled at. So yesterday, we had a very fun thing happen here at TTR Studios. I have neighbors that are very fun and very cool and just happen to be like the hottest women on the planet. It's no big deal.
They're fairly attractive.
They're unbelievably attractive. Let's not even lie. But they're very cool, right?
Probably listening today since you told them to like and subscribe to our YouTube page.
That's totally fine. They came over last night, and we started talking about, they're moving and they're leaving, and so it was just kind of like, we kind of one more last hangout, and it was the first time Belly had ever met them, so that's fun. He's been asking me like, "Hey, your neighbor's gonna come over at all? Are you ever gonna get the neighbors over here?" They finally came over.
That makes it sound creepy.
Not at all. I mean, let's be honest. They're cool chicks, and it's very nice when you live in an apartment complex. It makes the whole difference. In fact, we could take it there. Just neighbors in general, whether it's an apartment or your neighbor in a single-family home community.
They brought over beers last night.
They brought over beers. We had some good old times. Absolutely. But doesn't it, Potts, you live in an apartment complex, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it make the world of a difference if you like who you're living near compared to if you're sketched out by them? Like, have you ever had the opposite feelings? Like, have you ever put those next to each other?
Yeah, I mean, I've generally kept to myself, honestly. Like, I don't usually, I've lived here 9 months. I don't know any of my neighbors. I just met one the other day, and I mean, I never see him or talk to him. But I'm not, I'm like never here. I mean, when I was in Santa Monica, I was friends with my next door neighbor. I don't know. I just keep to myself, really.
And they're leaving this neighborhood because they don't feel like it's a.
No, they had a peeping Tom.
There was a peeping Tom?
And let's be honest, folks.
Oh, really?
They had a peeping Tom. And can you go to Belly's camera just so everybody sees the badass bartender / bouncer extraordinaire? When she told me that they had a peeping Tom, Brax, the first thing Belly said was, do they need somebody to beat some ass?
Tell me which.
Do they need me to beat some ass? Just tell me which apartment. That was and he was like mad.
I've
never seen him
peeping Toms and people who sexually kind of weird out women.
Good on you, but look, we all know Belly. He is Mr. Even Keel. He is chill as fuck.
Yeah.
But immediately, he doesn't even know these girls yet, and I was like, oh, it turns out they had a peeping Tom over there, and he goes, what apartment? Do they need me to beat some ass? And I was just like, wow, that is a protective, that is a really cool version of you I have never seen before.
I'll break some knees on some peeping Toms.
Have you ever had to?
No, because I have never caught a peeping Tom. Lucky for them.
Wow.
But yeah,
See, I wish I had your size where I could just walk around and like throw my weight and be like, "You need somebody to beat some ass."
it helps in the bar too because when people get rowdy and things like that, they usually aren't too pushy with me.
Sure.
Where like if I'm working with a female bartender, like they'll push back on them if they get cut off or something like that. Usually when I cut someone off, they don't
mess with you.
question me.
Well, I mean, I have a feeling if I was like, "Hey, you need somebody to beat some ass," they'd be like, "Yeah, cool. Do you know anyone that can help? Because you're not gonna do anything. You know, that's my that's the response that I get. Do you need me to help you beat some ass? Yeah, that'd be awesome. Do you know anybody who could help?
No,
Because you're tiny.
I wouldn't think about it at all.
I've never been in a fight in my life.
Like if I was getting home late and if that guy was standing out in the back, if I saw him, because I park over there some nights because I get back so late, the parking lot's full. I park that far away. If I just see some guy hanging out in the woods behind their apartment,
it's over.
I'd be like, "The fuck you doing, guy?"
Yeah. So, Potts, have you ever had a roommate or not a roommate, a neighbor that was attractive enough for you to maybe have a crush on?
Growing up, yeah, for sure. Our next door neighbors.
Isn't that the dream?
Oh, it's the dream. Well, okay, is it? Because in every apartment I've had a girl next door who's smoking hot.
Right.
Not just these girls. When I had a condo, the very next door over, a group of sisters who were 28 and 24. Ooh, and they look good. But the question becomes, can you date a neighbor?
Yeah.
Would you date a neighbor?
Yeah.
Brax, why? What? Oh, you got a story, don't you?
Oh man, you just hit a chord right there.
Okay,
I'll
well,
tell
hit
you
me. What? Would you date a neighbor?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
And it's also a significant day relating to that.
Was it fuck your neighbor day?
No. The girl, actually.
Are you the peeping Tom?
Yeah.
Oh god.
So tell me.
Well, it's that girl's birthday today. She knows who she is. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Boom.
Yeah.
But what? You hooked up with your neighbor. Did it go
Yes.
awry?
It certainly did.
What happened? Give me the story, Brax.
She knows where you live.
Yeah. Yeah, she knows where I live. I don't know. We have a lot of history together, so it's...
Did you ever fight? Did it ever become something that you were like, I wish that I did not?
Yeah.
Okay, so looking back on it,
Oh, yeah.
are you wishing that you never did, or is it still worth it?
No, I'm happy that I did, and I don't know. Maybe it'll go somewhere in the future, but...
You just hope that she moves away first.
I will move away before she does, which is...
I think that's a sketchy move to date a neighbor. I think that's very scary, and I will tell you guys... This was 2 years ago. I've been living in this apartment complex for like over 2 years. And I went to I was on the first floor and I had like friends over and I went to open the door to go outside for whatever reason. And this neighbor with the brunette, it's a brunette and a blonde. And they're both smoke shows. They're just so attractive and fun and cute. And they know, I'm not being weird about this. I've said this to them. They know that. I'm like the old guy across the street. So I don't look at it as, I have a chance with these girls.
It sound like so bad.
I feel like the old guy.
Old man.
I feel like the old man across the street
that just waves to them and tells them how attractive they are.
Potts, can I date a 24-year-old? I don't want to hit on a 23-year-old as I'm 34. I'm not even going that route. I'm just taking it as like I'm the friend. But I'm not stupid. They're smoking hot. Okay, that's where I'm taking this from. That's fair. Am I a creep? I knew one sound was coming there, but I did not know what. However, I opened the door, and this one day, it was like 10:30 at night, and she was going out to go to the like clubs. She was going to go into like DC, and man, oh, Potts, she looked
to go to the clubs. These kids today in their clubs.
They go to these dance clubs. They go out at night. They do terrible things like.
She wanted to cut a rug, if you will.
Cut a rug. Fairly certain if there's a rug in your club, that is not a club.
And I don't think she liked the cut of my jib either. So, no worries.
Shucking and jiving over here.
Strike three. You're out.
Can we make the theme of today's show to make as many old man jokes as we can? Just keep fire. Anytime you think of an old man joke or a pun, Social Media Lounge, that's to you guys too. Keep firing away. Old man jokes. But I opened the door about 10:30 at night, and she's going out to catch her Uber, and I'm used to seeing them, as they go to pick up their paper on Sunday mornings, just woke up. This girl like stopped me in my tracks. She's so attractive. Okay. And I'm talking about a friend of mine. So I'm just painting a picture for you that when this poor girl told me that she had a peeping Tom, which not to say that I would understand, but man, I could see some sketchy ass guy being like, that's why it sucks to be a woman, man. I know I'm going on tangents, but like, it's not her fault she's attractive, and then all of a sudden she's got dudes just like in her apartment, like trying to look into her windows and stuff. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
And so I see why Belly wants to beat some ass.
First floor living's got a lot of issues.
But
a lot of issues.
They came over yesterday.
I have a lot of issues with first floor living.
Have you, Potts, you've never hooked up with a neighbor, I'm guessing.
I mean, in college.
In college.
You did?
Yeah, you got
Did it ever go awry?
Apartment buildings are literally made for that, aren't they, in college?
Yeah.
In dorm rooms?
Yeah.
Dorm rooms are the same, aren't they? Haven't you hooked up with someone in your dorm room?
Yeah.
Like in the same dorm as you?
I only hooked up with one girl in college.
Only one.
Take us to break, Belly. I'll tell you that, and then I'll tell you exactly why I'm talking about my neighbors, because they brought up seafood, and then everybody started yelling at me because I think it's equivalent as if we found aliens. To go ahead, would you eat an alien?
Wouldn't eat quail egg, that's for sure.
I wouldn't eat a quail egg. Belly ruined. We're gonna ruin food for you.
I'm
apparently.
not ruining food for me. I'm fully accepting of what I eat and how I eat it.
So we've got a lot to do today. Stay right there, folks. We're just getting started right here on TTR Studios. It's Lucdogg in the morning
at LITMradio.com.
There it is.
Marinate Restaurant puts a unique twist on fast casual dining by starting with only the freshest ingredients to slow cook delicious melodies of taste and colors that are sure to delight your senses. Whether you're craving the Chipotle pulled pork sliders, honey basil chicken tacos, or the infamous kitchen sink wrap, Marinate has something for everybody with tons of vegetarian options too. It's the perfect choice of catering for your offices or events with fast and friendly service from a brand new store on Melrose and Wester. Stop by today, or you can order online at marinateyourlife.com.
Yay for Taco Tuesday! Don't forget, buy one, get one free. All damn day!
Tacos, wraps, sliders, and sides. Slow cooked to perfection at Marinate Restaurant. marinateyourlife.com.
What's up, y'all? It's Maddie Mads here. This show is sponsored by TTR Studios. Whether it's weddings, parties, karaoke, audio, video production, and all your entertainment needs, call TTR Studios, LLC at 703-850-2223 or check them out at ttrevents.com. Start the show, Luch.
Welcome back, folks. Oh boy, today is a blast. So thank you guys for hanging out yesterday or last show. was the biggest show we've ever done. So thank you guys. Appreciate everybody who's listening. All you new listeners today, thank you for joining us. Belly, what do you got?
What I've gotten, apparently I'm the biggest spoiler of all time.
Yes, we're going to get to that. I did
Spoiler
tease that last show, and Belly is the worst when it comes to spoilers. He's getting better, but we'll go ahead and get into that. I do have to, of course, Potts, what's happening on you? Potts, are we hanging up on you, or are you hanging up on us?
Delay. So I hung up to reset it.
Okay. All right,
okay.
cool. We just want to make sure it's not on.
Way better now.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
Very good. So thank you. All right, folks. So here's the deal. When I was in high school, freshman in high school, okay, I started dating my high school sweetheart from September of freshman year all the way into 2 years of college. So like 6 years.
That's a long time. Should have gotten married.
I mean, looking back on it, probably.
No, it's a good thing you didn't.
Well, that would have been me marrying the first person I ever French kissed.
Which would be the dumbest fucking thing you could ever do.
That scares me. That scared me. That is one of the reasons that we broke up. I told her, I said, I'm not in love. I can't. I feel like I have to.
You want to go get your dick wet. It's fine.
I was going to say, I want to see what the world is like. But, I'd like to dip my feet in the pool.
So you broke up with her and you went to a rub and
that was the
tug and
only
spent
reason.
$200.
But that was the only reason?
With about 20 years in between, yes, Pops.
There's got to be some more besides, like, I wanted to test the water.
No, that was it. We were in, she's a sweetheart. She's amazing. She's now married and 2 kids. And, yeah, looking at it, it's like, man.
Exactly. And so you just nailed it on the head. I mean, like my high school sweetheart, she's married in her hometown with 2 kids. My worst fucking nightmare. And it takes a lot of balls, I think, to be like, you know what? This is great. It's not that I don't love you, but I want to explore life and have new experiences. A lot of people just say, oh, this is it. They get married. They have, the kids, the picket fence. And some people are happy. That is never a life that I would ever want. And I honestly feel sorry for those people because you have to break out of your comfort zone. Go live. You should always move away. Like, I say you should move out of your home state at least once in your life, even if it's not permanent. Like you should. Like Luch, you've gone all over the place and had miserable experiences. You've told them on the show, but you have to do that to appreciate what you have sometimes, or sometimes you have to go and find new things because what you're doing right now sucks. So
and you're right, but I feel like you might be coming across a little bit like an asshole. Belly, tell him. It's hard for me
to like throw it totally at him. I get where he's coming from.
I think he's right. I said, Belly, play the other side.
I mean, for me, it's more of I like the home and comfort of the level. I think Luch and his mindset there of like going out and experiencing the world. If you feel like you have something out there that is special, even if it's the first one, if you think you hit a home run with your first one, walk those bases and get back to home and say, that's where I want to be.
Wait, what are you talking about with the girlfriend?
How do you know?
How do you know? But you just, those things, those kind of emotions and things like that, you gotta, like,
you're talking about the girl, right?
I'm just talking about the girl in general. Like, your worry of not experiencing the world, while you were fully justified for saying, you know what, this is a perfect cause for me to kind of, I don't want to feel like I always have to wonder kind of feeling. But if you, like I said, if you feel like you've hit a home run with the first person you've ever been with the first person you fell in love with, the first person you French kissed, then just take that trot around the bases, find your way back home.
Belly, how many people do you think are with their first loves that are still enjoy having sex with them? And granted, I guarantee you, I know, yes, there's plenty of situations with people that I've had sex with tons of girls. I mean, by the end of my marriage, sex wasn't great at all. But so it doesn't matter. I get it. But I know that because I've had sex with a lot of girls and I've had something to compare it to.
Yeah,
you cannot marry the first fucking person you fall in love with. It's a bad mistake. And if you want to fall in love with them, go explore and then come back. If you're still in love with them, then you'll still be in love with them. Fucking get married then. But like, you can't. No one should be getting married or having kids in their 20s. That's my rule of
to like the age of 25.
No, 28. 28. Guys are way more immature. Girls can get married at 26 or older. Guys should not be getting married till they're like fucking 35 because mentally like immature. Like I still feel like I'm 22. And I still look like I'm 25, FYI. But anyway.
From the social media lounge, Rebecca Randolph. I know very few people who married young and stayed married.
Very true.
Boom. Thank you.
I mean, I'm
Very
doing it.
true.
I'm doing it on air because people see me getting frustrated right now. I'm not actually frustrated, but this is the kind of communication that Belly and I work on, and this is exactly why he sucks at spoilers.
Because it doesn't matter. I'm gonna say it. No matter
He's
what.
gonna do it whether he knows what's going on or not. Can you go back to the main camera? What you guys are all seeing me do is hold on. Let me pipe this in. And he goes, okay, I got it. This means hold on, don't say anything. I gotta say a little I'm gonna pipe something in. And he goes, okay. And then as soon as Potts stops talking, he goes, bah, 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 bah. I just want to be like, dude, damn it.
Pipe this.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you space to say it. I love him. And I said it last time. He is honestly one of my best friends at this point. But that's why it's very fun to do these shows, because you can rip on each other. But yes, I was terrified, Belly. I was terrified of marrying somebody. My first kiss. I thought I'd be leaving. I mean, I thought I'd have the whole, you only get one life, you know? And I know me.
It's pretty shocking. I see you as the guy that would get married to his first love.
I thought
so
I would too. I thought that was me. Belly, that's not
Maybe
me.
you should have.
No.
No.
I don't think I should have. But that's what I'm trying to say.
No regrets.
Is that, you know, I wasn't able to do that. However, because of that, I didn't really hook up in college. The only girl that I hooked up with in college, I slept with one girl in college.
Besides the other girl.
Besides my ex. Yeah, we broke up junior year when I was 20, and I rebounded with
Junior year?
Yeah.
Man, that's like...
In case anyone's wondering, today's show is sponsored by the new gas station that opened up next to Luch and Belly. They're giving out free coffee, any size, for the next week.
Every day until May.
Brax, get that on camera. Put it on camera.
How did you... Wait.
Look at all these free coffees.
Hold up. Here's what I got to know. Brax, what process through your mind where you don't get one of the larger sizes to where you get the small?
Yeah, they're all free. Why would you get the small one?
Because he's not an asshole.
I only need a little bit though. Like,
Potts,
I'm
that's
so
exactly.
sensitive to caffeine.
Dude, this is a perfect example of America. Like, and you get something away for free. Every jackass, they take advantage of it. They don't like. Braxton is a very like. He goes in, he goes, I'm not going to drink it, so I'll get a small because that's all I'm going to drink. That's how a normal, rational person thinks. Not these fat, greedy fucks that live in America and they're like, supersize it. Free? Well, can I have two? No, you fat fuck. You can have one and you can pay for the second. You can get the fuck out. And no, you can't use my bathroom unless you're a customer. So fuck off.
So, Potts, I don't even usually drink coffee. I've been going to get the free coffee.
Just because it's free.
Just
he doesn't even drink
This is what I'm talking about. Belly's that asshole. He probably goes, he gets it, and he just fucking walks right out of the gas station and throws it out. Thank you for...
Whoa. I don't throw it out.
Yeah, he just walks out the door and he just pours it out for his homies.
In front of everyone. I'm like, this is for all my folks that can't drink coffee today.
That's what he does. He gets a thing of hot coffee, and he goes up to a homeless guy asking for change, and he just dumps it in his face. He's like, I hate poor people. You suck.
This was free.
All right, I got to get in some social media lounge input because they're killing it. First of all, a lot of people are agreeing with Potts right now, but one woman, one wheel. My parents were high school sweethearts, and they're still married. So
and that's awesome.
That's awesome.
And that's great. But that is super, super minority.
Correct.
The internet also didn't exist when they started dating.
That's also true. There was no Tinder and all that. Also, they are saying my bladder can only hold the small coffee. There's something about free stuff that's hard to resist. I mean, I get it. Okay, I get it.
Just like an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Every time I go to the grocery store and they're giving out free cookies or free,
Every time you go to the grocery store, you're getting free cookies, you motherfucker.
Ooh, roasted.
Whether they free or not.
Oh, were those not free? Oh, I didn't pay for them.
No, they're not. They are because you didn't pay for them. So I didn't get a chance to hook up with really a lot of people in college. I really didn't. And so the one that I had to get us back on track, the one that I had to say yes with.
It was a hot neighbor?
It was a hot neighbor with some work done on the chesticles.
Wait. Oh.
She had a boob job. She had a boob job.
Did you say your neighbor had testicles?
Chesticles.
Chesticles. That's even funny.
I made out with a girl once that had testicles. It was fucking crazy. I told that story.
Yeah,
already.
we've heard your stories. No, and honestly, that was a funny one.
That was a good story.
However, yeah, that was one where I just couldn't turn it down. I had never been with a girl with fake boobs before, and she was 24.
All the other girls in college that were throwing themselves at you were like, no,
yes,
no,
yes,
no.
yes.
Why?
Correct. That is correct.
You broke up with a girlfriend so you could experience the spice of life, and then you're like, no. Stop what you're doing.
I needed some me time, okay? That's all. I just needed a little bit of me time.
What's the last decade been?
Me time.
Still on that me time from college?
Whole lot of me time. So I'm looking at
Solo
this right
ride.
now. Are we okay, stream-wise? Did we lose the people?
We'll see what it is.
I got no internet.
You're too caught up in it right now. I got no internet either. How about that?
But Potts is on.
I'm online with you guys, so
Weird. Well, hey, the stream health looks good on there.
Stream health looks good. All right, folks, can you hear me? That sounds good. All right, we're just going to keep going. But I don't know if we're broadcasting right now. It looks like we are.
Yeah.
And we have Potts on the air, so we have
it
internet.
says live.
Okay, great.
So, I mean,
We're just going to keep going.
oh yeah.
But I don't know. All right,
That's
great.
you.
We're live. There it is. All right, well, that's
Working.
really weird.
Stay off that crap. It just
Well,
jacks you.
somebody's got to pipe in social media lounge.
I know. I had it up, man.
All right, sounds good. So, I didn't get a chance to do that, and I ended up saying, yeah, this is one that I can't turn down. Who is the girl in your life that was one that you can't turn down? Now, neighbor across the street, either one of them would have absolutely, that would be one. That would be one. Like, I wouldn't, even if, with the age
I don't
gap.
understand where you're getting all these offers that you're turning them away.
I did.
Right.
Guys, you've seen me. I'm not bad at talking to girls.
No.
I'm very good at talking to girls if I want to be. If I want to get laid tonight, I would. It's not like, I'm not even an attractive dude. I just know how to talk to women. But
Confidence is key.
confidence and, everybody wants to hear their own story. So just listen. Really,
Yep.
that's the best advice I can give you. Everybody wants to tell their own story. Even if they're an introvert, if you seem interested in them and you don't make them uncomfortable, you win. It's over, But I'm just saying, who's the girl? Can you think back in your life to the one girl that you couldn't say no to? Is there one? Who's your numero uno? Brax, give it.
The girl from the story.
Your neighbor.
Yeah.
So that's why you were willing to put everything at risk.
Oh, yeah.
And it was worth it?
I think so.
Okay.
We'll see.
Belly?
It's always going to be worth it. Let's see. My Cumero numero uno. Selma Hayek, I guess, would be mine.
That is so true. Good choice. If we had to pick one, my God, who would you pick? That is good. Selma Hayek, you're a boob guy, huh?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm an all the above guy.
She's curvy. She is curvy. What's her best role? What's her best movie?
Not Fools Rush In with Matthew
Oh,
Perry.
man. No, thank you. Yeah, Matthew Perry, one of his few roles, not as Chandler. Potts, who was your one?
I can't really tell the story, but it was fun, and I don't regret doing it, even though it turned into a complete fucking nightmare. But it was a learning experience, and again, like that's what I'm saying. Not all of these things in love in your life are fun, and like you might have broken up with your high school sweetheart or whatever to explore, and then get your heart stomped on. That's part of learning and loving. I mean, it doesn't, you don't necessarily have to be breaking up with her for something better. You're breaking up with her because you just want more life experience, good or bad. And this was one of those situations, and you learn, like, I'm someone, like, I've needed to learn about love. Like when I was married, I had no idea what it was like to be married. I don't think I ever want to be married again, because now I learned a lot, and now I just honestly look at it as a business decision, good or bad. I mean, that's what I took out of it. And I mean, I think you have to be prepared for the worst gut-wrenching experiences and then the best, the highs and the lows, to get a full scope of, an experience of love, of, whatever you're dealing with.
But did I miss out in college by not hooking up with a whole bunch of girls? Also,
Well, you tried.
No, I did
No,
not
you did
try.
not try.
I shut them down. I mean, I was constantly, look, we had a bunch of cool dudes in our house. We were basically a frat house. It was like 6 of us in this massive house. And like these sorority girls would come over all the time, and it would be like a joke to me, because I'm in like not rebound phase. We're gonna go to break here in just a second, so belly fire away and be ready for us if that's okay. But the truth is, like, I remember one time Seriously, I took this girl home from the bar. We walked back because our house was like a half a mile from downtown. We walk back. It's raining. We're locked out. I have to climb a tree to get onto our roof, to open my window door to my room, to go in, to let her in. And the first thing she says when she gets into my house is, ew.
Can we fuck?
This is disgusting. You guys live here? Fuck off.
That's
Get
hilarious.
out of here. I immediately was like, yep, we do. There's the couch. I'm going upstairs. Have a good night. You can crash it and sleep it off if you want. But I just had no patience for any of that shit. I wasn't trying to randomly hook up. My heart was broken, even though that I was the one that did the breaking up. Really, I mean, we did some makeup breakup, and the last time she was the one that was like, yeah, you know what? You've had your chances, buddy. This is really over for sure. So, Social Media Lounge, I'm sorry for saying chesticles. They're very mad at me for how disgusting that sounds.
It does sound. Just say boobs.
Oh, man. All right, let's do this. When we get back, I'll tell you why Belly is a spoiler alert, walking and waiting to happen. We'll do that. It'll be fun. All here next on Lucdogg in the Morning.
At LITMradio.com.
Restaurant puts a unique twist on fast casual dining by starting with only the freshest ingredients to slow cook delicious melodies of taste and colors that are sure to delight your senses. Whether you're craving the Chipotle pulled pork sliders, honey basil chicken tacos, or the infamous kitchen sink wrap, Marinate has something for everybody with tons of vegetarian options too. It's the perfect choice of catering for your offices or events with fast and friendly service from a brand new store on Melrose and Wester. Stop by today, or you can order online at marinateyourlife.com.
Yay for Taco Tuesday! Don't forget, buy one, get one free. All damn day!
Tacos, wraps, sliders, and sides. Slow cooked to perfection at Marinate Restaurant. marinateyourlife.com.
You guys are so hot right now.
What's up, y'all? It's Maddie Mads here. This show is sponsored by TTR Studios. Whether it's weddings, parties, karaoke, audio, video production, and all your entertainment needs, call TTR Studios, LLC at 703-850-2223 or check them out at ttrevents.com. Start the show, Luch.
Lucdogg in the morning.
Welcome back, folks. All right. I've got a whole show worth of stuff to talk about and get into like 20 minutes of showtime. So let's have a little bit of fun with you guys. It is Lucdogg in the morning, hanging out with you from TTR Studios right here on YouTube, live every single Wednesday and Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you are tuned in to join all that is the Social Media Lounge right now. They got in touch with the masseuse from my story from last show, and then they hired them to come into the Social Media Lounge. So everybody in the Social Media Lounge right now is getting nice little handsies.
Oh.
It's real good eating.
That we did not pay for. It's all free.
No. It's just donated by by my doctor. My doctor. She take care of you. So welcome back.
I Dr. Feelgood.
By the way,
no, Potts. It's Dr. Feelgood.
So some in the Social Media Lounge have said you did miss out, but then others in the Social Media Lounge have said, no, don't worry, you can have a latent life hoe phase.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm not really I'm not trying to have a hoe
when this
phase.
hair goes gray, watch out, ladies. I'm coming back.
My hair is not going to go gray, folks. It's just going to be gone. It's just
I
gonna
mean,
be
I
gone.
went crazy at Radford, and I wound up in the free clinic. So whatever.
Yeah, so Potts, actually, I have something funny for you. We're just real we're going to peel back the curtain for all you guys. And of course, when we peel back the curtain for the listener, it's the same thing for Potts, because really we don't bother him with show stuff throughout the week. He's got his own life to live. He runs marinateyourlife.com, corner of Western and Hollywood out
Melrose.
there. There it is. Same thing. You'll find it. And he's in Hollywood, the corner of Western and Melrose. He's got his own thing, so we don't really bug him with a lot of show stuff. He's also extremely easy to do a show with in that he's ready to go and just can handle really anything we throw at him. But we've got an idea, Potts.
Oh, fuck.
I have for years been trying to figure out a marketing campaign that we can do that will kind of mimic This Is Sports Center. I love This Is Sports Center commercials. I think it's hilarious.
Oh, like the little spoofy things.
See, I'm bad at spoilers, and you're about to tell the whole fucking world what we're trying to do, and then we're gonna do it, and everyone's like, "Oh, okay."
So we want
just dropping it on them.
Probably right. Am I being a spoiler right now?
You're just gonna tell people what
Too
we're
late
gonna
now.
do.
Well, now I have to tell you, right?
Well, now you're just stalling in the middle of a fucking shitty story. So let's get to the good stuff.
We're going to do a commercial. I sat down with Belly last night and I was like, let's really try to figure out what it is that makes those possible. Like, how do they make, what's the structure so that we can find a way to do that for us? And we thought of a really cool idea to do commercial. So we're going to do a commercial for our show. That will be
great.
Well, we're going to do one
Just
that's.
tell them the Potts part. The rest is all.
You take it away.
secret.
You take it away.
So we're kind of trying to show a little bit of the behind the scenes of the show, similar to those commercials. One of those things is we're going to record you, basically that sound that comes through the stereo when you make coffee.
As we're 3 minutes.
As we're like 3 minutes out from the show. Just.
I mean, you guys have no idea. We've got all of our ears turned up and everything, and then all of a sudden we're like, all right, guys, 30 seconds out, have a good show. And Potts is like, cool. And an espresso thing. We're all just like, oh, God.
I gotta be honest, now that you mention it, I think I might have my air conditioner on still. Hold on.
Okay. Well, so there you go. So this is the kind of like little stuff that goes on before every show. And Bradley Michael
in the
Spence.
middle and
I apologize. I had my air conditioner on that entire
it's
time.
funny because we have visitors into the studio sometimes, and they'll be like, you know, we put on a pretty professional show, and we know what we're doing.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is one of the best produced podcasts out there, which that statement probably just sounds really stupid to
No, it
somebody,
doesn't.
but like
No, it
it's
doesn't.
work. And like I said, the last episode show we did was probably our best one. And one of the things that made it, there's two things that made the last show great. One, you took an entire show to tell one story, and it was interesting from start to finish.
Thank you.
And then what Braxton's doing with these like cameras and stuff, it really, like when you're watching it, it's cool when Luch is telling a story, then it goes to Luch. When Belly is sitting in the chair laughing, he can't even get to the mic because he's laughing so fucking hard, and you get that shot. It makes the show way more interesting and listenable because you're a little bit more engaged. I'm telling you, I love watching the show. I don't even really listen to it on the podcast or on iTunes anymore because it's fun to watch.
And I gotta say, I appreciate you saying that because he was a diehard iTunes listener, and the podcast is it's good in its own sense. Like, yeah, what we're doing here on the TV production side of things on YouTube is awesome, but if you like radio, you will like this podcast. It isn't something to just laugh at, but you know,
and if we do a commercial, like the people that are listeners watching YouTube will actually visually see this commercial that you're about to tell us about. But also, you can still listen to the commercial, and hopefully it'll translate as well.
It'll be just as funny because really what we want to do is just show you guys what it's like from a half an hour before we hit record. Because it is a shit show in here.
A half hour? I'm waking up about 12 minutes before
Exactly,
it goes, so
exactly. So we're just going to do
10 minutes
that.
of me sleeping.
So we'll do that.
Or 10 minutes of me driving home from baby mama house. So
what I wanted to do then, so just be on the lookout for that. We'll make a commercial coming up here for you guys. That'll be fun. But spoilers we've been talking about forever.
do we want to do spoilers or do we want to talk aliens?
Well, okay, so look, here's the deal, guys. I hate seafood. I always have eaten seafood.
Never eaten a fish.
I've never had a piece of fish in my life.
Never had a piece of fish.
That's actually not true because when you came to LA, we force fed you fish, and there's actually video of it somewhere. We put it on like Instagram, and he was kicking and screaming, and he was a champ. He ate it, but what did you eat? I forget. Was it sushi?
It was fish taco, and you also gave me a stupid poke bowl or whatever the hell that was.
Right, which are I mean, I don't know. Is that big? I'm not trying to like derail, but as poke bowls, do they even have that in Virginia?
No, they don't have. I don't know if they have that, but you got to search it out, and that's something that I definitely will not do.
Huge here.
So,
it's basically like a sushi bowl, kind of, but it's really yummy.
So I'm gonna give my microphone is on right now. Me and you, Potts, and then these guys are gonna do some production work behind the scenes. Hopefully, they can find. All you have to do is go to my Facebook and search for fish tacos. Just search for fish tacos. However, they're going to try to find that for us because the face that I make while I'm eating these fish tacos with you and TBA is just, it's disgusting. It's the first piece of fish I've ever had. I've never actually like cooked fish or ordered fish, cut it, and eaten it with a fork. I've never done that.
I have a problem accepting that Auntie Lynn and Uncle Joe haven't forced you to eat fish.
No, hell no. I want no part of that. I want no part of that. Take us to
See, that's
Maine.
just only child syndrome. You can just tell your parents what you will and will not eat. That shit won't fly in my house.
All right. Well, they tried for a while, but let me just say that there's a reason. There's a reason that I don't like this stuff. Okay. First of all, texture. But Potts, like they're telling me about how you can go scoop. Oh wow, we're showing the people now. You guys are all over my Facebook. All right, they're gonna find it. I'm gonna stay focused. They started talking about how awesome it was. Oh, my friend was telling us that he's going to go scuba diving and how amazing it is because you can go down, you can catch the lobster with these little ticklers. You have these little ticklers, and then when you tickle the lobsters, they kind of pop up, and then you catch them in the net, and then you go home and you boil them alive, or you cut off the tail and you freeze it, and then you eat it. And I'm like,
sounds awesome.
It sounds disgusting.
It sounds like a really fun experience. Go catch it and cook it.
No, I'm not against anybody who kills their food and then eats it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that this shit doesn't even breathe air. It doesn't even breathe air. What is happening right now? What are you guys doing? Are we good? Belly's going to the bathroom?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Did we find the video?
No.
Okay. All right, so Belly's out. And the whole...
They breathe. The lobsters breathe.
No,
they breathe through their gills and shit.
Yeah, I know. They breathe in the middle of the water. For some reason, the fact that it's not a mammal freaks us out. Stop showing everybody my Facebook. All right, so here's the real truth. I just can't stand seafood because I just feel like it's alien. It's like we know more about outer space than we do about the deep sea. And it's like, who in their right mind was like, yeah, you know what sounds like a good idea? Let's go down to the bottom of the ocean floor, grab some critters that walk around down there, crack them open, and then call it a delicacy. No, thank you. No, thank you. And so it got us onto the conversation. What if we went to Mars and all of a sudden we found these new species? Are you the person that's going to be like, you know what? I wonder what it tastes like. Good source of protein.
I mean, some asshole's going to say that at some point.
Some asshole did with seafood, and now you guys are all stuck there eating it.
Someone's going to want to fuck it. Someone's going to want... I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something for everybody, for sure. So, what is your favorite food, though?
Well, Italian food, but pasta. And that got us into which would you rather give up, bread or pasta?
That's spicy meatball.
Bread? What bread?
If you had to give it up for the rest of your life, right now, bread or pasta?
Bread, because then you can still have mac and cheese.
A lot of people are saying, because we asked this last night, and a lot of people were saying, I can't have sandwiches if I give up bread. If I give pasta, that's just like pasta. But bread is like side bread, dinner bread, sandwiches.
Whatever.
You don't care?
I mean, I wouldn't want to give up pasta. And what would you? I would be shocked. You wouldn't want to give up pasta either, would you?
No, I'd give up bread.
Yeah.
I have to have pasta.
Although that would be probably just as hard for you.
It would.
Still.
It would. So Belly's back. Let's get into spoilers and what we're talking about. And yes, the whole reason I said, would you eat an alien, is because that's what I think somebody eventually did. Is they said, oh, cool, look at that shit under the ocean. I wonder what it tastes like. Like, what kind of mindset is that? I'm the pickiest eater. I'm sitting there eating a burger, and Belly's telling me about quail eggs on a burger, and I couldn't eat another bite.
So first of all, quail eggs on a burger and egg on a burger is delicious. If you can eat chicken eggs, you can eat quail eggs. Your face right now. Fish in general, delicious. Brain food. Second, if that alien looks like a chicken, I'm gonna eat it. That alien comes down.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if it's looking on my plate like gray skin, yeah, probably won't eat it because it looks disgusting. But If it looks appetizing, I'm gonna eat it.
I mean, if you're the guy from The Martian, you'll eat it. It's a survival thing. Can't give up bread because of pizza. I can't have bread. Mac and cheese versus avocado toast. I'd probably eat it if it's gluten-free. Social media lounge popping off as usual. Belly is the worst at spoilers. Here's why.
Waiting. I'm waiting.
Okay. And this
You're an idiot.
I've done a lot of thinking about spoilers. Hot Mess Kim has been on the show, and so I'm not blasting you. I've said it 1,000 times. You're one of my best friends. I love you, kid. But spoiler mentality.
Just so in case anyone's wondering, listeners, this is called a compliment sandwich.
A feedback sandwich, a compliment sandwich, yes. I
think you're great, buddy. You're one of my best friends.
It's
I
not a
fucking
problem.
hate you, and you're a spoiling alert asshole. But I love you.
There it is.
I will, after he tells me why and it's not a good reason, I will absolutely blast him, so it's fine.
Okay. So I think that here's a perfect example. Belly gets home the other night, and the Mets had this weird thing that happened. And I was watching a movie or something, but when Belly comes home, I don't want to keep the movie going. I always just go to regular TV because I want to give him my attention. Right? I don't want to just like sit there and pretend like I'm like half listening when I'm really balls deep into a movie. I just turn the movie off and I start listening because I want to give my attention, right?
That's really good. That's probably a good lesson for people anyway that I could use myself, like to engage when someone's talking. Put your phone down.
Put your phone down. But it's funny you say that because I've actually had a former roommate say that bothered them because they felt like they were interrupted. Apparently I was making them feel like they were interrupting me because I was pausing my show or turning my show off. They felt bad. And I was like, oh, no, that's just me. That's just me saying, I'll watch it later. I'm here for you.
Well, right. It's the exact opposite, saying what you're saying is important, and I want to hear it. That's really cool.
Right. So I hope that you didn't take it the way my other friend did. However,
why the fuck is he a spoiler alert person?
So he gets home because he wants to be the one to deliver the info. He wants to be the one to share it with you, and I love that about him.
Journalism degree coming in.
It's his journalism degree. He doesn't want you to hear it from the anchor. He doesn't want the joke to be delivered in the movie. He wants to be the one to deliver the joke because it's better coming from him.
Yeah, my boy Chris, who's been on the show several times, he's like, he'll always text me news. Like when Avicii passed away,
sure.
I found out from him. He texted me instantly. He's like, Avicii passed away. And I'm like, holy shit. So it's kind of cool because, if I know if there's some big news alert, like Chris will text me before I even
Funny you say that because I'm that friend that'll text a group chat and say, so like when Michael Jackson died, boom. And then it became a running joke with my group of friends. Do they even die if Matt doesn't text us and tell us they died?
Social media lounge agrees. I have to pause the TV, otherwise I can't even hear my wife. So I mean, there's you guys understand what I'm saying. So anyway, I'm watching TV. I'm kicking it. I'm watching some show. He gets home from his shift early.
Wait till you hear what I spoiled, Pots. You're gonna love it.
It's like 11:30. He already knows where I'm going with this. It's like 11:30 at night, and he comes home. I'm not usually expecting him until about 2 a.m. So I'm like, whoa, look at this. You're back. You got off early. That's awesome. I pause my TV show. I go over to SportsCenter, whatever. And so he comes in, and the next we chat. Yeah, how was the shift? Oh, awesome, cool. And then on SportsCenter, they're like, you have no idea what the Mets just did tonight.
I'll tell you what they did.
And Belly goes, oh, man, have you seen this? And I was like, no, what happened? He goes, this is crazy. Watch this. So he sets me up to watch the show, or to watch it and have the anchor tell me what happens. The anchor then goes, so here we are, and we are at Shea Stadium, or whatever Mets Stadium is called now, and this is at the top of the fourth, or at the top of the first inning, and this is the order that the batters should have gone in line. And Belly turns to me and goes, they all batted out of order. They all batted out of order.
If you can't connect the dots from that, I don't know what the.
But I mean, it was so funny because he set me up to say, "Did you see this?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Oh man, watch this. This is crazy." And right at the point where they're about to tell you what's happening, he goes, "They all batted out of order." And I'm like, "Well, okay, you could have just told me from the beginning, then." You know, and I feel like.
Same guy who also recorded the end of a game for you to so that you didn't get it spoiled.
He's getting better. We were watching the beginning of the Cavs game. I had to go. He left it on pause and then recorded it and then he had to leave it. And he texted me, "Hey, I paused the game for you. you might want to watch the end of this game. No spoilers. Awesome job, because he now knows how much I hate spoilers. He's the opposite.
Right.
He couldn't care less. You've already seen who died in Avengers, Infinity War. You're searching that stuff out before you even see the movie, which is insane to me.
I watch movies by just reading the plot on, just like what is that website you used to go to do book reports? Where you get the summary of the book?
Cliff Notes?
Cliff Notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, I just go to Wikipedia, I read the plot of a movie, and then I've seen the movie.
So
Can I point some? Did you say go to the website Cliff Notes?
I mean, not go to
Because I was just going to say, back in my day, we used to have to buy a Cliff Notes book. I had no idea if it's online. I mean, that's so crazy.
Once the internet came around, Cliff Notes moved right on to online.
From the social media lounge, get ready for the touchdown button. I have to pause my wife, otherwise I can't hear my Lucdogg in the morning. That's strong. So
if you watched Click at all, you'd know that it was not a good look.
That's right. You'll click your life away.
Very good. One of my favorite movies. But no, what he'll do, I've noticed, Belly will do this. He'll give you just enough to tease you. Like if you're watching, for example, if you're watching the movie Click, okay, and he's like, you're like, yeah, I haven't seen this. He'll be like, oh man.
He dies at the end.
No, he won't do that. He won't do that.
Ooh, you're about to go through some emotional feelings.
That's what he'll do. He'll be like,
you're about to remember all the times you've wasted in your life.
Oh, this scene's coming up. Oh, this is brutal. Get your tissues ready. That kind of stuff. And it's like, dude. But I feel like a dick being like, hey man, zip it. You know, I never say that to a friend.
Ken.
But I don't want to, because that's rude. I'd rather, I think the truth of the matter is he wants to enjoy this experience with you so bad that he's trying to share it with you. So for me to be like, hey dude, zip it, that's such a rude fucking thing to do.
It's like when you watch The Red Wedding with someone for the first time.
Yeah, but I would imagine watching it with you, he would be like, okay, hold on, pause it, let's all go to the bathroom. There's an amazing scene coming up. We've got this one's big. And you're just like, let me get there. There.
Nope.
Oh, spoilers are the worst.
I just figure you should have seen it by now. That's the trick. That's the trick of spoilers.
What?
That's a trick. People shouldn't worry about spoilers too much.
Well,
shouldn't detract you from your feelings and thoughts.
That's fine. I gotta get out of here.
You suck.
I'm having so much fun with the people, and I'm just watching the social media lounge. I didn't even look at the clock. It's 10:59. Belly, we gotta get out of here. Take us home, folks. If you are with a friend, don't spoil it for them. But if somebody is spoiling something for you, it's just because they want to share in your enjoyment. That's all it is. Matty Potts from the Santa Monica newsroom. It's been fun, dude. Get us out of here.
That's all I got. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and you can kindly go fuck yourselves.
There he goes. Matty Potts from the Santa Monica newsroom. Our brother from another mother doing a great job as always. Congratulations on MarinateYourLife.com. His restaurant is killing it right out there at the corner of Western and Melrose. Remember, say the word One Wheel. You'll get 15% off of your meal. Belly, what do you got left for the folks, dude?
As always, I want you to have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. Happy Friday to you all. Enjoy the sun if you get some. If you don't, enjoy the rain. Why not? And also, like and subscribe to us on YouTube all the time.
As always, we appreciate you guys. Braxton, say goodbye to the people, dude. You deserve it. You're killing it over there.
Ooh, it was a little rough today, but we're going to get past it.
Sounds good, man. Thank you for all your work and everything you do here. You're really doing a good job. Everybody at TTR Studios, thanks you for listening. We'll see you guys on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern right here on this channel for the Voice of One Wheel, and then Wednesday and Friday for your boys from TTR Studios. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Everybody in the social media lounge, you did a fantastic job today. We will see you guys on Tuesday. It is Lucdogg in the morning
at litmradio.com.
See you guys.